All right, so let's talk about your weekend. I feel ridiculous.
Yeah, you can take the hat and the glasses off if it's more comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you are dressed right now is exactly how I'm going to feel when I show up to this random wedding on Sunday.
Okay, so let's recap
Yes.
this whole thing and hope she comes back on Monday or Tuesday in one piece.
Essentially, we had a P1 of ours, a dedicated listener, send us an invitation to her wedding and a beautiful handwritten note just talking about what our show means to her. And I know it really touched all of us, so much so that I think we bought half her registry? Is that what it was? Yeah. So we got her a bunch of stuff off her registry, but she was like, there's one more thing on my registry that I just really want to ask for. And she sends me and Kristen an email and basically said, hey, I know y'all can't go because the wedding's on a Sunday and it's also really far away. It's in Indiana. I would love it if Abby, of everybody else, could go because there's a guy that's going to be there. He's the best man in the wedding, and I think he's exactly her type. And
I didn't realize he was best man.
yeah, he's the best man.
Oh, wow.
This man, the first time I see this man, he's going to be walking down the aisle at a wedding. So anyway, she invites me to this wedding. She says, I think she'd be perfect for the best man. I think they'd get along. Can she please go? And we all decided to take a chance for the bit. We're going to commit to the bit, and I'm going to fly up to Indiana this weekend.
Is it really a bit, though? I mean, isn't it just the same as going on a blind date? You link up with somebody. Yes, we're doing it on the radio, for sure. But yeah, somebody in common, knows somebody of good character, somebody that looks the way this dude does, great looking, 6'5". Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's for the radio, but maybe there's some potential here.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a good match, then it's a first date. But if it's not, then it's a bit.
But just think, right? So she hit us up and asked Bert, please let's make this happen, right? And we asked you were down to clown, which I love. But think about it. Yeah, just a bit. It was also just a bit when Bert said, who wants to date my ex-wife? And now she's with the man of her dreams, and they have been together for over a year.
Living together. Okay, living together.
So this could be just a bit. Or, Abby, it could be your one true love.
I mean,
I don't know. I think I'm just at a point, I have been dating for so long that I have learned a valuable lesson in just never getting your hopes up or never getting excited, going in with reasonable expectations. And so I think to me, in this scenario, the reasonable expectation is that I'm going to go to a wedding, I'm going to have a good time at the wedding, and I'm going to have some fun stories to tell on Monday. That's the expectation I'm having. Because if I go in thinking, wow, this is going to be the most magical first date ever, he's probably going to be everything I ever dreamed of, then it's going to be such a letdown. Because the odds show most men I go out with are just random men from the internet.
But the odds get better with each guy that doesn't work out for you because eventually you're going to find the dude. So maybe the odds now are in your favor.
That's what I say every time I go out, and then I go home back to my cats.
I think, you know what? I applaud your mindset. I actually think that it's very smart. Go in with no expectations. That way you're pleasantly surprised if things are better than you ever could have realized. But I think the expectations you're going in with, we're the ones that are going to amp it up and, get a little too excited. So you can leave that to us, but I think how you're handling it perfectly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go in with reasonable expectations because also how much pressure is it going to be for him if I'm on here being oh my God, I can't. First we meet at a wedding and then we're going to have a wedding. That would be so much for some dude. This is just a first date at a wedding.
Yeah. Right. No, that would be, if you came in hot like that would be stepping into psycho.
Yeah. So I'm going to step into reasonable, and I'm going to step into reasonable by flying on a plane to Indiana to meet this man for the first time at a wedding. And I guess the first interaction we're going to have is at the rehearsal, or not the rehearsal, the reception.
Okay, so again, the wedding is Sunday.
The wedding is Sunday. I will be live vlogging on my Instagram, so if you want to hold my hand through it,
and then we will be talking because you're going to do the show from Indiana on Monday, so we will get a full recap Monday of how the weekend went
at 6 a.m. I'll be there bright and early.
And I want to stress here also, she's safe. You're safe.
Yes.
I mean, we've got people up there that know you, that know this situation. You're safe. This is not we've had listeners on here that are going on a second date and they're heading on out to California. Or a very famous story that we had on here with a woman that went to Morocco to meet some guy on a whim, and all of our listeners are you absolutely crazy? You have kids. You're going to Morocco. You don't even know this guy. They have been married ever since.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I will say it's been so sweet that all the P1s have reached out to me that live in Indiana. They're here's my number. If you find yourself in a ditch, call me.
The Bert Show.